That too, she's a good boy. So I found this one, and I suspect this is one that I'll go back to a lot because of the name. And if it sucks from the start, obviously I'll look at me the same way Zeus is looking at me. I just want to lick my feet. And so this is called the Supernatural Omnibus. I think it's old. It's from the Denver Public Library. It's probably like 50s. I would guess 60s. I don't know. Yeah, 69. So, the greatest number ever. We all win there. Supernatural Omnibus. It's a collection of stories about apparitions, witchcraft, werewolves, diabolism, necromancy, Satanism, divination, sorcery, goetry, which I don't even know what that is, Goetry, voodoo, possessions, occult, doom, and destiny. And edited with an introduction by Montague Summers. So it's one of those books that you'd hope Stephen King would kind of open it out with, but nope. Published in London. So maybe this is 1969 in Denver. That's probably pretty rare. They got the classic 112 chapters situation going on. If I keep doing this channel, I'm probably going to do this book at random 1,000 times. But this is the first one. Susie. He's going to lick his foot. All right. Anyway, I'm going to pick the thing. Oh, this is all tiny, and the spine is brittle. So I almost feel bad because this is very dense. I might scan it, but I'll read the like I usually do on the right side, the first paragraph. But so this is a double quote. So this is double quote and then single quote. So this is somebody quoting something. But of the objects which I have endeavored to describe, none arrested my attention so forcibly as the two others. These were the figures of the two young men in the prime of life, only separated from me by the table. I kind of like that, just trying to figure out what the fuck's going on. They were dressed alike. Well, that makes it weird. Each in a long flowing gown made of some sad colored stuff. So I imagine sad colored is bright pink, because that's just, once you've gone there, you're like, I got nothing left. And confined at the waist by a crimson girdle, which would fit with my pink idea. Semicolon, one of them, the shorter of the two. Wait, I thought they were the same. No, maybe they're not. So anyway, one's short, one's not. And confined at the waist by a crimson girdle. So I guess a sash is what I'm thinking. One of them, the shorter of the two, was occupied in feeding the embers of the chafing dish. Who doesn't have a chafing dish? With a resinous powder. So resin is usually like a thick glue. It's usually thick. Resin is thick. Anyway, it's not a powder. So resinous powder. Oh, got a couple of questions. Which produced and maintained a brilliant but flickering blaze. They're doing the same thing. It's like resinous powder. It's not resinous. It's not powder. And it's brilliant and flickering. Either it's brilliant or it's flickering. You can't. It's one of those things where you just add. It's like I need to pad this chapter, so I need to add some stuff on. Which produced and maintained a brilliant. Oh, sorry. I already did this. Produced, maintained a brilliant but flickering blaze, to the action of which his companion was exposing a long lock of dark chestnut hair that shrank and shriveled as it approached the flame. So he had hair that shrank and shriveled as it got near to it. But, and this is in capital letters, O, capital O, God, capital G, exclamation point, that hair, and the form of him who held it, exclamation point, that face, exclamation point, those features, exclamation point, not dash, dash, not for one instant could I entertain a doubt. It was he, exclamation point. So whoever's got that long and flowing hair is killing it right now and scaring somebody. I don't know who. Francis, so I'm guessing the guy's name is Francis now. Exclamation point. The look he grasped was the look he grasped was mine, the very pledge of affection I had given him, and still, as it partially encountered the fire, burning heat seemed to scorch the temple from which it had been taken, conveying a torturing sensation that affected my very brain. I don't know. I could read more. I could figure out whether or not this guy died, or obviously it's a book, so you probably look through it and like, oh, I'm fine. But just the writing, what I'm thinking is, don't write it like that. Make sure the reader knows, well, the reader should read the whole book. Or sorry, this is a collection of short stories, so I'm not giving them a fair chance. More of give the reader a chance to know who's talking to who. And it's not a big deal in normal situations, but sometimes, like, I just read a half a page of the thing, and I don't know if I want this guy in the fire or I don't. And maybe that's your point. You don't want to make it like a thing. I also don't know who's trying to save him, which is the kind of thing that you would have to have happen if it was a good guy, because you'd always have like a guy trying to save the good guy. I can't wait to read more of these. It's only because I suspect that if I wrote a book, it might be slightly better than that. Like if we're at like -10%, I could go up to -9. That's my goal. I don't know if you heard that, but my dog just sighed. It's almost like he knows when to sigh. Anyway, so what I'm telling you is, uh, I'm gonna do a lot more of those because it's just full book that's completely old and full of shit, and I kind of love that. Like that's the kind of stuff that I would read when I was a kid. So. I'll do more Longfellow. Don't worry. But anyway, right now in my head, I'm making fun of myself, so it doesn't matter.